just finished or well and truly finished. It's definitely an exciting time for the football lovers to have the likes of these types of players out here and playing. And you know, the crowd is slowly building. I don't think we're going to get the sorts of numbers I think we'd all hope that we get, but certainly those who are here are going to thoroughly enjoy tonight's event.
They will indeed. The historic event it is to Masters football. We're all excited to have Liverpool and Manchester United Masters. Wherever you're watching around the world, I trust you will be entertained. And if the five-a-side tournament in Adelaide is anything to go by, where Liverpool scored a dramatic equaliser with less than 2 seconds on the clock in the final against the Socceroos Masters to take it to 3-3, then to penalties, and David James, he stood firm in the shootout as well. He was in great touch. I was more concerned that he had taken a bit of a knock in that first game, the elbow, playing on the hard court, but he's fit to play, and he certainly enjoyed his time playing some AFL footy kicks that he had.
Yes, I believe they were over at the Football Club, AFL Club today, and doing a project presentation. Not today, sorry, yesterday, and I think the intrigue of the wonderful game of AFL is always with the foreign players that first turn up and get exposed to it. They can't quite work it out. In fact, at 47 years of age, Andy, I still can't quite work it out sometimes. But nevertheless, it's good to see them mixing, and I know with a few of the AFL friends that I have that they very much appreciate the EPL, the English League, and I think some of the Storm players and some of the AFL players are here tonight as well.
Oh, excellent. Did you manage to see any of them?
No, I didn't. I haven't seen any of them tonight.
You had a pre-match function?
Yes, pre-match function. As you mentioned earlier, my company actually sponsors the apparel, so I was trying to do the right thing and look after some guests.
The strips look fantastic.
Yes, they do actually. Yeah, a pretty proud moment. But the important thing is tonight that the players enjoy themselves and they turn the skills on, and we get to appreciate some good football.
I think we will. I definitely think we will. You know, when you look at these players, the calibre of players that are out there, we can flood you with statistics, and in a sense, sometimes it's sad that sport is based around statistics by so many, but there are breathtaking statistics out there. And if, just say for argument's sake, if we look at David James.
Yes.
I mean,
unbelievable. You know, to speak to an AFL player or a rugby league player and say that this player has played 572 games, EPL games, and that's not
fourth on the list.
Fourth on the list, yeah. That's not including any national team games, World Cup games, World Cup qualifiers, nor is it including any friendlies as well.
It's over 950 professional games.
Unbelievable.
And more recently, David James was player manager of the Kerala Blasters in the Indian Super League in season number 1 of 2013. I know that league well, having commentated up there for 2 years. So we just wonder what sort of pace the game. I'm expecting a lot of skill, as you no doubt will, as Berger. And you can see there's already a bit of room for the players to just get a touch, get a bit of confidence. And already Liverpool maintained possession very well from the start. And now the first attempt is a quite healthy one, and he will be a handful tonight, won't he?
Yes,
Luis Garcia.
Yes, definitely Luis Garcia, who the Australian public will be familiar with. For me, he doesn't look like he's lost any of his skill. He may have lost a yard of pace, but in terms of his skill, he's unbelievable still.
Let's remember, Lewis was only playing in our A-League as a guest player for Central Coast Mariners last year, 10 appearances.
Yeah, of course.
Now it's the turn of Manchester United, although one of the players has just fallen over on the far side.
Andy, I think there might be a sniper in the crowd, mate.
That was, I'm not sure whether it was Cleverson. I think it was Cleverson. who's playing on the right side. Fortune should be playing on the left.
Yeah, well, Cleverson is probably one of the most decorated players, having won a World Cup. But he's probably the quietest player on the tour. You know, he just keeps to himself. He's very humble and a real gentleman.
McManaman dropping to receive, and it's a good ball for Berger. Space for Garcia. Nice little turn, and the touch. Well, some comments from the crowd, but no problems at all. I like the way Patrick Berger plays his football, and he was exciting to watch that five-a-side. And Garcia, I expect him to score tonight. I mean, his scoring in recent weeks has been fantastic in the indoor game for the for the Spanish team, I should say, the Star Sixers in London. He was equal second top scorer. 12 countries played. Spain beat Brazil in the playoff for third. He scored 6 in that tournament, and 5 goals on Saturday for Liverpool, which is a pretty healthy effort when you consider that's 4 games.
Yeah, very, very exciting player to watch. I think the pace tonight, Andy, will be a little slower than what it was on Saturday. Obviously, the pitch is a lot bigger, but I think as the game goes on and these legs of these players warm up a little bit, they'll start getting into the game a little bit more.
Well, the rivalry we've often talked about since our coverage began. There's nothing that's been out of the ordinary in terms of a controversial moment in a sense of a challenge for the ball. We're talking about seasoned professionals here.
Not yet, Andy. I think
not yet.
Give it a bit of time. Well, I think once the team scores, and we've got an attack going on here.
Yeah, Berger playing it down the right side for Kromkamp, who's staying on in Australia with his family. He's got a camper van booked tomorrow, and in tow with his 2 young children. Had a good chat with Jan on the team bus, sat next to him. He is a former teammate of Jason Kalina at PSV. That was post his career
with Liverpool.
Yeah, but he's coming up to Sydney, driving up the coast.
No, he's going to enjoy that.
Certainly.
And what a way to travel as well, playing football and seeing the world on a different level, less pressure with the family. Must be fantastic for him.
Gillespie has got the ball on his left. Is Clayton Blackmore, one of the originals, you could say, Blackmore. I mean, he had a rich career at Man U.
Andy, I didn't realise he actually played in Alex Ferguson's first game.
Team. Yeah. And he played with Mark Schwarzer. He talked about that. I had the joy of interviewing him today at the community business event. But now the overlap is on for Manchester United. The numbers, well, they're in the box. Saha's got his hand up deep in the box there, and next to him was Gillespie, who was free. But now there is the first attempt from Cleverson. You picked him earlier.
Yeah.
He looks fit enough to continue playing, doesn't he?
He looks young enough as well. He's a baby face, and as I said, he's
only 38.
38. Fantastic.
So 2 attempts in the game so far. We saw Garcia's attempt, well controlled by Paul Rachuka, and James not tested there.
I think they're still easing themselves into this game, but you start seeing a few overlaps happening.
Kromkamp, he'll keep it in. A good low ball inside. Garcia for Berger, and it's well read. It was well read. Good work. Good touch down the line for Lee Martin. Cleverson again covering a bit of ground already. Saha. Want to see a bit of the famous Frenchman tonight.
I think Saha, as the game goes on, Andy, I think Saha will get more into the game. He was unbelievable on Saturday in the indoor format.
He's particularly when tightly marked, his turns, his speed, his control.
Frightening.
Blackmore, that's a better ball low. Unlucky. That move almost paying off. Gillespie was inside trying to lay it off for Cleverson. The danger now of the counter-attack. Fabio Aurelio linking up down the left channel where Heskey is. Here is Fabio Aurelio, the first Brazilian to sign at Anfield. Kept in by Karel Pogorski. He was another player who shone in the five-a-side game. And look at his pass. Pinpoint. Glemerson, another great ball. Blackmore, Sahar's only ahead of him there, so he's waiting for the support. Gillespie. Sahar, look at that tight marking.
Well read.